Hello, everybody. This is Angel Arts, and welcome to episode number 2 of the Council. I am so excited for this live stream. I absolutely loved episode 1 when I played it back in Halloween of this year, and I just fell in love with this game. And with the cliffhanger at the end, I'm really looking forward to seeing how episode 2 plays out. And I don't know, it's just a really cool, I love the game mechanics of it. And it really, I can see so much replayability from this game. And there's just so many things that I've been so impressed by it. I'm really excited to dive right in and to hang out with you guys while I'm doing so. So, Hannah, welcome. Melted Zeus, Mara8648. More Coffee, and Evan. Welcome to the live stream, you guys. Thank you for joining me. I am recording this fairly early in the morning, earlier than I normally do, simply because I am going to see Wreck-It Ralph 2 tonight with my hubby and some friends. So I want to make sure that I finish this and not be rushing through, the Q&A session. So hopefully that'll be fine. I'll have plenty of time to get through all of that. So let us dive in, everybody, shall we? All right.
How many times must I tell you? You must never put your life on the line for me.
Mother has always had a fascination for Lord Mortimer, but has never wanted to tell me why.
We are doing our utmost to find your mother as quickly as possible.
Without your mother, hundreds of men of the cloth would have gone to the guillotine.
All I can tell you is I'm looking for my sister.
Do you believe your mother capable of torturing a child?
An agreement for cannons. Lord Mortimer assured me that you are to take over the project
Napoleon.
on behalf of your mother.
Johann Christoph von Wollner, Minister of Religious Affairs, and Jacques Peroux, French Revolutionary Tribunal Judge. You will find that Lord Mortimer is not what one would call conventional, Monsieur de Richet.
Whoa, there's
Monsieur
the...
de Richet, I am arresting you for the murder of Elizabeth Adams.
Oh, wow. So it starts again. Oh my goodness. I played this game up to episode 4, and man, things get very interesting later on. Yeah, I'm really excited. You know what also is really exciting is I was able to complete the encyclopedia. Because the encyclopedia can give you skill points in science, linguistics, and erudition, which is a huge bang for your buck. And not only can I read that book, but I can read another manuscript, Thoughts on Men and Society, William Alexander Mortimer, a fascinating, all-encompassing reflection that demonstrates deep understanding of man. +1 skill manipulation, +1 skill point in manipulation, +1 in psychology and politics. If I can finish this one too, I can get a lot of bang for my buck as well. We've got etiquette, we've got diversion, logic, etiquette, more etiquette. I'm wondering if there's a difference between these two books. I guess it's just if you could read more than one manuscript, then you can have 2 manuscripts of etiquette. That's probably the reason why. 1 skill point in conviction, thoughts on art, collection of Lord Mortimer's handwritten notes in which he delivers his thoughts on the art and its rules in society, thoughts on the French Revolution, politics, and psychology. Science, linguistics, erudition, etiquette, logic, etiquette, diversion, conviction, erudition, politics. Let's do psychology. Unless I can't equip this. Am I not allowed to? Oh, I already have it equipped. I see. Right? Oh. I can't... Alright. I can't equip these for some reason. Maybe I'm not really sure why I can't equip those. Could it be that there's prerequisites? Is there some prerequisites that I'm not meeting that I can't equip these? All right, that's fine. Politics, erudition. Well, I'm already getting erudition here. Diversion, logic, etiquette. You already used those. Oh, I see. I didn't realize. Okay, that makes sense. I didn't realize that they could not be reusable. I guess because I already read them. Okay, well that makes more sense. That makes sense. Thank you for clarifying. I definitely like. Mara's question is, do you like fighting games or more of a story games like this? Definitely more story games. Definitely. I do enjoy fighting games, but the ones I really love are the story games. You chose Diplomat as your starting branch, correct? I did. The only ones you already correct. Thank you, Evan. Cool. Well, yeah. Let's throw up. I feel like I want to add more to logic. Let's do that. And I need to remind myself. Yeah. Because I've still got level 2, level 2, level 1, level 1, level 1. I'm going. Oh, I remember. I'm trying to go for Jack of all trades. Whichever one is the Jack of all trades one. Yeah. I need 1 logic, vigilance, and subterfuge. Because I'm so close to just having, at least having, you know, 1 of each. Vigilance, logic, is I'm about to get a skill point into. Okay. Agility. Occultism. Manipulation. Manipulation. Oh, yes. Manipulation level 2. Yeah. And here's my talents. Okay. Cool. Let's do this, guys. Lord Mortimer's office.
At last we meet, Monsieur de Richet. Do you mind if I call you Louis?
Please do.
Thank you. I wish to apologize wholeheartedly, Louis. I made you cross the seas, and I wasn't even here to welcome you. When I asked you to join us here, it was, of course, in the hope that you would help us find your mother.
I'm looking for would love to find my mother as well. Lord Mortimer. Ooh.
And I do not know if this is linked to the disappearance of Sarah.
I love this guy's outfit. You think that this is linked to the disappearance of Sarah as well?
If there's a possible link to my mother, I hope you'll let me know.
In the early hours of the morning, Elizabeth Adams was found dead in her room, savagely mutilated with a knife.
A knife?
I'll get straight to the point, Louis. According to the initial elements at my disposal, you were the last person to see her alive.
Yes,
last night
that's true.
Do you suspect me?
I want you to tell me everything that happened last night and leave nothing
She
out.
tried to drug me.
How did the evening begin?
She was not. It's a good thing these weren't timed. I was going to bed. Difficulty 3, diversion level 1. I was with Duchess Hillsborough. I don't feel the need to divert anything. I can at least, yeah, I don't feel the need to divert. I should also, I also want to make sure that I remember, immunity to conviction. All right. Well, that's good, because I think, isn't the choice that I'm about to do, having to do with conviction. All right. Immune to conviction. Elizabeth, well, Elizabeth is dead, so I guess I don't need to know that her immunities and weaknesses are. Sorry. Emma Hillsborough. Immune to etiquette. Godoy. Von Wallner. Vulnerable to diversion. Immune to diversion. Home Gregory Bonaparte. Vulnerable to etiquette. Vulnerable. The priest is vulnerable to seduction. I am not weak, nor not vulnerable, nor immune to anything, apparently. Vulnerable to psychology, immune to logic. To be discovered. And this guy just weak to everything. Vulnerable to everything. Alright. Mortimer, don't use conviction. Alright. Diversion level 1. Yeah, I was with Duchess Hillsborough. There's no need for me to lie to him right now about that.
Duchess Hillsborough and I were returning to our rooms when Elizabeth came up to us. She was in a state of panic and insisted that she needed to speak to me. She said she feared for her life. I took my leave of the Duchess and followed Elizabeth to her room.
Continue.
She insisted we have a drink, without which she refused to confide anything.
What exactly did she want to speak about?
About her childhood with my mother. She thought she'd seen about her childhood with my mother, I think.
About my mother. She had just found out that I was Sarah de Riche's son. Elizabeth wanted to tell me about the horrors my mother apparently inflicted on her.
Finding out that your own parents had always lied to you. Well, that must not have been an easy thing to hear. But do go on.
I refused to go on drinking with her. She already seemed drunk and her conversation became confused. So, then she ordered me to get out. If only I'd stayed.
Don't blame yourself, Louis. How could you have known? But thank you for this new information. Louis, I shan't hide the fact that this tragedy puts me in a very delicate situation. I cannot risk upsetting the smooth operation of our next conference. But the case cannot remain unaddressed.
I understand. What do you intend to do?
I must reassure my guests, and justice will be done. And for that to happen, I must ask for your help.
Can you tell me who your
Why
tailor
that?
is? Because I love your
You met
outfit.
Elizabeth. You spoke together, I believe. She trusted you. Listen, Louis. Find out who could have committed this murder. I refuse to believe that one of my guests is the murderer. I want to know who is responsible for this. And I trust you.
Oh, well, thank
You
you.
have my backing. You must stop at nothing. Can I count on you?
Of course. How would you like me to proceed?
Maybe you could start by going to the scene of the crime. Elizabeth was attacked in her room.
Are there any suspects?
Do you have any suspects in mind, my lord?
I spent most of the night talking with Sir Gregory and His Eminence Piaggi. So I think you can remove them from the list of suspects.
At least,
Mr.
well,
Bonaparte and President Washington left the party after midnight, I believe. They were tired and went up to bed.
I love a good mystery. This is definitely right up my alley. Any details about the tragedy?
Can you tell me anything else about what happened?
Now, Louis, I wouldn't want to influence you. Get over there and form your own opinion.
All right.
Right. I'll get over there immediately.
Thank you, Louis. Now, once you've finished, come back and let me know your findings. I'll be waiting.
Yes,
And
sir.
Louis, you've got permission to search through the guests' rooms. They've all been notified and they agree.
All right. Clearly, I'm the main character, and I'm not a suspect, clearly. Let me just remind myself. Royal Jelly, effort points. Number 2 is Golden Elixir, cures all negative. Devil's Thorn reveals immunity's vulnerabilities, and Carmelite Water was my favorite, makes the next skill for free. Yeah, we're going to have to use all... My poor pinky. I sliced open my finger yesterday while trying to put up the Christmas tree. And so my poor pinky right now is seen better days.
Which 4-letter word could open this chest?
Arson? A 4-letter word? C-A-Z-E. R-B-E-A. I don't... Esuei. Okay, I feel like we need more information before we can... I mean, I can guess, but... Nice. Golden elixir. Collector coins. We're max on the golden elixir, so I definitely should use it or lose it. I'm always so paranoid I'm gonna miss something. So I'm trying to make sure I search everywhere. Yay, Devil's Thorn. That one I need to use more often too. Oh! Piaggi.
Your Eminence, I imagine that you've heard the news about Miss Adams.
What a tragedy, my son. How could such a thing have happened?
That's exactly what I'm trying to find out. Did you notice anything out of the ordinary last night?
I saw the young French soldier, Bonaparte, I believe, hanging around near Miss Adams' room. But I would not want to get an innocent man into trouble, Louis. It's probably nothing.
Not to worry, Your Eminence. If he is innocent, then he has nothing to fear.
That is true.
Do you know why Monsieur Bonaparte was hanging around her room like that?
Well, I wouldn't be surprised to learn that the dashing young soldier had become infatuated with a fragile young woman who looked a bit lost. But I don't think he got a very warm welcome.
Bonaparte and Adams? But they didn't even know each other, did they?
I couldn't say, Louis.
Hannah does make a very good point that Lord Mortimer did seem very quick to discount Louis as a suspect. I mean, it's good for us, but makes me wonder.
But if I were you, my son, I would talk to Monsieur Peru. You remember how violently he set upon Miss Adams.
Oh, don't worry. He's on the list of suspects.
And maybe it was Washington. Oh my goodness. George, you cannot tell a lie. You cannot tell a lie, George. Added inventory. Key with an occult water symbol.
Dante's Purgatory. Why does your mind presume to flight when you're still like the imperfect grub, the worm before it's attained its final form? Charming.
I haven't actually read Dante's Inferno, though I've always wanted to. It was not a book that was assigned to. A lot of teachers in high school assigned it, but mine did not. Carmelite water.
The Nightmare painted by Fuseli in 1781.
I know Fuseli. Added eye to inventory, Leviathan. Talent unlocked, bookworm. And collector coins. I'll just steal this from you right in front of you. Mwahaha. He doesn't think that I am a suspect of murder, but apparently he doesn't really think me much of a thief either.
I've come to speak about the findings of the investigation, my lord.
I'm listening, Louis.
Oh, I don't have anything. I just wanted to talk to you. Remind me of the facts we already know?
Remind me of the facts we already know about?
Elizabeth Adams was killed last night.
That I know.
But Piaggi was with Holm and I until late at night. As for Bonaparte and Washington, they left us after midnight, both tired.
Seriously, why can I not ask you who's your tailor? I really love your outfit, sir.
I'll be in touch as soon as I have any more information.
That needs to be an unlockable costume for Louis. Sir Mortimer's suit. So, oh, what is this? Why is there a random pit? Why is there a random bottomless pit with no railings, mind you? Look, it's just a random pit in the middle of his office. What is the purpose of this? Is this actually a thing? Did they really build these mansions with these random bits on the floor? What the? That's just, wow. Can somebody explain that to me? Because that's really strange. Who needs the stairs when I can just, you know, jump into this? That's a safety hazard. Thank you. Oh, that's what these stairs were. This takes us to Lord Mortimer's. But where's the pit? That pit should be right here. Maybe it's an illusion, guys. I can go into all the guest rooms except for these, apparently. And then they're gonna be like, oh, but there haven't been any guests in those rooms. That's not the point. I want to be able to go into all the rooms. You should let me go into all the rooms. Alright. We are in detective mode, which I am very excited about. Because I'm a big fan of mysteries and, you know, crime scene investigations, all that good stuff. That's right up my alley. I played one of the Sherlock Holmes games as a Let's Play a couple years ago, and that was super fun. How, sir, I was like, I just saw you upstairs. Like, you clearly just took the pit. You jumped down the hole.
Good day, Monsieur de Richet.
Mr. Volner.
Oh,
Are
Mr.
you looking
Volner.
for anything in particular?
It's not Mortimer.
Next to Elizabeth's room?
I like his outfit too, though.
No, nothing special.
So talk about Elizabeth's death.
Has anyone told you that Elizabeth was killed last night?
Yes. Rumors spread quickly.
Huh. He looks very put out.
It's horrible. How did it happen?
She was
I
stabbed.
can say nothing to you, sir. You'd better follow your host's instructions and stay in your quarters.
I shall leave you now, sir. I will return to my room.
I didn't want to accuse him necessarily, but he does seem a bit dodgy, as they say. Oh, this is Adams's room. I kind of wanted to explore everywhere else before I got to the room, but I guess we're in here now. Can't leave until I investigate the quarters. Alright, fine.
Has Sir finished with this room?
No, not yet.
No, I haven't gone over everything yet.
Sir may take his time. When Sir would like to leave, Sir has only to tell me.
My dear Elizabeth, I'm writing to inform you of some unfortunate news. We won't be able to meet as planned on the first Sunday of May. I've been told that you're no better, and, unfortunately, your brothers and I are absolutely snowed under by the work required to govern this new country. Please excuse us. As soon as we can get free, even if it's just for a day, I promise we shall come and see you. Your loving father, John Adams. P.S. Don't hold it against your mother if she still isn't ready. Please don't judge her. I'm sure you'll be able to put all of this behind you one day.
Yeah, well, unfortunately, it was a little bit too little too late for her. Unfortunately. Is this unlocked now?
Chest with a half-circle pattern.
I don't have the key and I don't have subterfuge yet. So I still can't open that. I'm not sure if I'll have a chance later. Oh my. I'll get to Elizabeth's body in a moment. I just want to make sure that I have all the rest of the room examined. The clock stopped at 3:54.
If it was smashed during the murder, then I've just established the time of the crime.
Unless they change the time. I mean, yes, that's very possible. But, and I'm not saying that a murder would definitely necessarily think to cover their tracks by changing the time on the clock. But, most likely they didn't. But I'm just saying that's not necessarily a completely foolproof evidence, because someone could tamper with the clock, but...
Huh. The talisman that I gave back to Elizabeth. I can't exactly say it brought her good luck.
Yeah, unfortunately. The summoning circle.
Pentagram. What the hell's been going on here?
Examine the symbol.
Contrary to what most people believe, the pentagram's not there to conjure up, I don't know what evil or demonic creature. With the point toward the top, the pentagram is an ancient symbol of protection against evil.
Vulnerability. Choice already made. I remember Mother's books. What's the connection with Elizabeth's death?
Many esoteric rituals are based on this shape. Could Elizabeth have been sacrificed during an occult ritual?
No about that.
A notebook written in Elizabeth's handwriting.
I think I already saw this.
It is written in a mix of several languages. Not too easy to work out.
Translate the text.
It looks like a mixture of medieval Latin and Anglo-Norman. It is difficult to make sense of this jerky writing. I can make out some passages, though. He's coming. The demon is upon me. He's coming back to kill me. There she is. Death has come to finish me off. I've just run into her son. That was her last entry. What tortured writing. A notebook written in Elizabeth's handwriting. It is written in a mix of several languages. Not too easy to work out.
I already translated it, so I feel like I already got the information, hopefully, from just that.
June 11th,
hopefully.
1791. My dear Elizabeth.
I think I already read
Your
this.
last letter gave me much cause for concern. Your words were so cold, as if emotions no longer matter to you. Father maintains that the secondary effects of your treatment still trouble you, but that they will soon subside. Should I believe him? I cling to the belief that we shall soon see each other again, at long last. Write soon. Your loving sister, Abigail. P.S. Don't forget to tell me what present you want.
Alright. Ooh. A gun, revolver,
Pistol?
pistol.
Fairly new, I'd say. And judging by the weight of it, fairly light.
Let's not call the police or anything. We're just going to have Louis take care of it. Observe the grip. Check inside the barrel. Examine the firearm.
A tribute engraved on the barrel. To the liberators of France.
Oh. France, eh? Uh-oh. That's kind of incriminating.
There's a few dried traces of blood on the grip. Difficult to know for sure how they got there. It's extremely well maintained. The barrel is perfectly clean.
Well, it's fairly new.
It isn't loaded, and there's no traces of gunshot residue.
So it was never
I
fired.
conclude that it hasn't been used recently.
That's a good observation.
Right.
I didn't even have to use logic.
Find its owner.
I didn't have to use logic to figure that out, apparently.
August 24th, 1792. Elizabeth, I'm driven to despair and doubt there is any point in writing to you. I'm not even sure you'll receive my letters. Father controls my correspondence more and more. I am certain he filters our exchanges. Thankfully, one of the chambermaids is able to help me get my letters to you, but they still remain unanswered. I often think about you and pray every day to be able to hold you tight. We have so much time to make up. I beg you, answer me, please. Your loving sister, Abigail. P.S. That horrible woman came again yesterday. She spent a long time speaking with Father. I didn't understand everything because they spoke in French, but I'm sure they were talking about you.